Planning Commission meeting to order.
Okay. Vice Chairman Ferris.
Here.
Commissioner Hayman.
Here.
Commissioner Mondragon. Here. Commissioner Jenkins.
Here.
4 present. We have a quorum.
Okay, Pledge of Allegiance. Peggy, can you lead us in the pledge? Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. We need an approval of the agenda. Sorry.
Great.
We need an approval of the agenda.
So staff is going to request the removal of item 2 under the public hearings, the abatement for 141 West Church.
Okay. Do we have a motion to approve the agenda with that stricken?
I motion to approve.
Vice Chairman Ferris.
Aye.
Commissioner Hayman.
Aye.
Commissioner Mondragon. Aye. Commissioner Jenkins.
Aye.
4 ayes, motion carries.
Okay, public comment. Public comments of items not on the agenda. Persons wishing to address the commission on matters that are within the commissioner's jurisdiction and do not already appear on the agenda may do so at this time. Pursuant to the Brown Act, the Planning Commission may not take action on an item that does not appear on this agenda. Speakers are limited to 5 minutes. The public comment section of the agenda is limited to a total of 1 hour. Each speaker is asked to provide his or her name. Are there any public comments? Seeing none, we will go ahead and open this public hearing. Staff report? That's
The bottom one actually makes it go forward.
This is Kyle Seaborn, Code Enforcement Officer. I am bringing forth the 436 North Alvord for Planning Commission to abate. Oh, that's 141.
Hello, I'm Patricia Gaither.
Ms. Gaither, just 1 second. We're right in the middle of the presentation. We'll be calling on you just 1 second. Thank you.
As a background of this property, it was built in 1952. It was red tagged September 26th of 2016, and since being red tagged, there's been over 373 incidents at this property. It's also there's 2 dwellings on a single lot. Both are unsecured. There has been an attempt by Ms. Gaither to secure their property, although with the wind blowing down the fence and some of the windows not completely secure, I believe that abating the property would be best to secure it. There's been 8 letters sent to Ms. Gaither on correcting the matter. Each time she has made some effort into correcting by cleaning up when it was just clean up and not red tagged. But then since red tagging and all the incidents, the police department feels that we can't be wasting resources going to the same property over and over.
That conclude your report?
Yes.
Okay. Any commissioner comments?
So I do have a few questions.
Please.
So what's the timeline of events for the 373 reportable incidences?
So those ones, it goes all the way back from that September date of red tags. So I only went with from the red tag date to currently, which has been 373. There's been a total of 527 at just that property alone.
Okay. And then what's the timing or the timeline for the 8 notifications that have been sent out?
The 8, those ones I was not in control of. Those were code enforcement officers before me. So when I took over, it was about the abatement and trying to get the property cleaned up before sending out the abatement letter on the 23rd of February.
Okay. And then one of the questions that I have is the APN number listed in the agenda item is different than what is listed in the resolution.
There's APN, and then there's a different number that comes up on my Upland that I use. So that
Okay.
could be the difference that you're seeing right there.
Okay. Thank you.
Heather, I have a question. Is that difference in APN number going to be acceptable to pass this resolution, or would it have to be carried forward?
So I believe what Commissioner Jenkins is talking about is on the staff report, the APN number that's under the address is different than what's on the resolution. What is on the resolution is correct, so that should not be a problem.
Okay. So it was noticed correctly then?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Any other commissioner comments? So we have the homeowner on the line. Can you go ahead and introduce yourself, caller?
Yes, I'm Patricia Gaither, and what I wanted you to know is I have sold the property. It will be sold to Capital Buys Homes, and what they do is fix up, and they're going to resell or rent. I don't know what they're going to do with it. But, yes, I have been having problems. I live in another state now, and I've been trying to get people to rate the property and get it fixed up so I could sell it. But suddenly now I had to sell it faster than anticipated. So I am currently in escrow.
So this property is currently in escrow, and how do you?
Correct.
When do you suspect it will close escrow?
They're waiting for you. So I've already signed the grant deed, and the escrow officer wanted to know what you have decided today because she needs to, I guess, do something. But I'm hoping to get it sold. She hopes to get it this Thursday. And so the new people are going to come in and at least get the property cleaned up and start working on it. But it's a limited liability company that's going to be taking over the property.
And I'm guessing if it goes into abatement, that's going to create a lot of issues for you. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, it's going to postpone it, yes, because, either I need to try to come in and try to get it cleaned up or you say you can give me 30 days and then they take over, it's sold to them and they will fix it up. So, yes, it could cause complications.
So,
And I know code enforcement's been the property's been a challenge for them, and that's why I need to sell it. I just can't seem to take care of it properly.
understood. So, commissioners, I'm sort of the theory that we just let this property be sold as opposed to abating it and creating more headache. But I also think there needs to be some sort of security that this is going to happen, or in 30 days or our next meeting, the property will be abated. Does that sound reasonable?
I agree with that.
Code enforcement? Okay.
Okay, well, these people know it's what's going on. So escrow knows, the capital buyers homes, they know what's going. Everybody knows, and it's really up to you guys if you're going to allow. And you can say 2 weeks, and then I'll let them know that they've got to get it done in 2 weeks. But I hopefully will get it sold, if that's okay, this week.
Yeah, I don't
And,
think, yeah, we don't need anything quicker than 30 days, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
So, but
Okay.
I would encourage you to move as quickly as possible, so we're not discussing this next meeting.
Oh no! This is hopefully the last time I get to deal with you and code enforcement. It's been challenging.
Well, I'm sorry for the challenge, but I'm glad it sounds like we have some sort of resolution. Heather, do we have to have a motion?
Yeah.
So I would recommend that you would continue the item for 30 days, and that would give the property owner the time to either resolve it, and if not, then you guys would be able to hear it without having to have staff go through an entire new process.
Is that cool? Okay. So do we have a motion?
A motion to approve.
Motion to approve the new resolution.
The new resolution.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, it would be a motion just to
continue.
continue the item.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. I will let everybody know,
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
and hopefully you don't have to be on the agenda in 30 days.
Thank you. So we have a first and a second.
Hold on one second. Let me clarify the date. So the next regular scheduled meeting would be April 27th, so we will continue the item to the 27th.
Okay. I will write that down. 27 April, and make sure that it is to code enforcement's specifications by then.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you so much for giving me the time. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay,
Okay.
so I'm going to do roll call.
Oh,
Vice Chairman Ferris,
aye.
Commissioner Hayman,
Aye.
Commissioner Mondragon, Commissioner Jenkins.
Aye.
4 ayes, motion carries.
Okay, with that, I will close this public hearing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. So are we discussing committee assignments, Heather?
Yes,
Or we have a new commissioner, so we're,
we do. We have a new commissioner, and we lost our previous commissioner,
didn't go far.
because I can't remember who that was.
He's not that memorable.
He's in a disguise.
Yeah.
So we need appointees for infrastructure and quality of life.
So,
Do we have any volunteers?
And those were the ones that were vacated by Travis, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
would you be willing to assume those?
Yes.
Perfect. That makes the most sense, unless anybody else is objecting.
Good.
Makes it easy. Thank you.
Do you want them back?
All right. Commissioner items, comments? We'll start with Mr. Jenkins.
Yeah, so I'll introduce myself. I'm Will Jenkins. I'm the new commissioner, and I look forward to working with y'all to improve and work with our community.
Thanks so much. Good to have you aboard. I've actually got nothing.
I have nothing.
Vern?
I want to introduce myself a little bit to you. This is only my third meeting. So I've been a local business owner here in the community for a few years, and just happy to be a part of this community, and thank you for your service.
Awesome. Thank you. Are there any future agenda items? None from staff? Commissioners, future agenda items?
Were we doing anything on the carports? The last time there was a comment on that.
You just missed code enforcement.
Gotcha.
We'll follow up with code enforcement. Do you want that on the agenda?
I think it'd be a good idea. I had a customer today ask me, they want to put a carport in their driveway.
Heather, is that something you can work out with code enforcement?
Yes.
Or just to get it on the agenda to discuss further? Okay.
Just to clarify for the homeowners what the rules are on that.
Okay. Anybody else?
So I do want to let you guys know we do have some projects coming in, just so you're aware. Staff is looking at one of the elements of the general plan to kind of go over what we think might need some work before we bring it to you. I have engaged with the realtors as well, so hopefully get some community involvement when we talk about any of the general plan elements. So that way we can get some feedback. Maybe there's things that they're aware of that we aren't. So I have engaged with them, try and get them to participate and give us some feedback of things that they know. So hopefully I'll be bringing that to you soon. But we do have some site plan reviews that should be before you next month or the month after, some new projects. So that's it.
Very good. Thank you. Travis, do you have anything for us? Staff? Appreciate you showing up. Well, if nobody has anything else, we'll go ahead and adjourn the meeting at 6:17. Thank you.
I think you said.